I also would like to say a word to all the. I just feel like there's a strong movement towards criminalizing speech and protest against Palestinians, but also it's been kind of going on for a bit now. I don't know. Like, here's the problem with everything is once you say that, like, for instance, and this is one that everyone agrees on, so this is where it starts. Like, okay, you can't be a Nazi in the town square. You know, you can't wear your swastika. You can't, like, do your death march and all that stuff. And obviously, like, I mean, I'm not a Nazi. I don't like Nazis really. But, like, once you say that there's a group who is bad enough that they don't get to speak, you know what I mean? Like, then it's easy to just make comparisons to that group, right? Like if we say terrorists are bad and they shouldn't get to speak. Well, then we have to do is label people terrorists, and now they can't speak. You know what I mean? And then, like, I saw something like this man is seriously misinformed. Like, he supports terrorism, and it's like, well, first of all, that's like a big statement, and there's no evidence provided, right? Is me talking really supporting terrorism? Like, me right now, like, I'm talking, like, I talked about Nazis. Am I supporting Nazis? Like, have some Nazis made some decisions about what they're going to do in the world because of what I just said? Like, have I changed the dynamic? I don't think so. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that our just basic political analysis is really going to, like, empower Nazis. Nazis find empowerment regardless of what we say. You know what I mean? Terrorist organizations will do whatever they want to do when they want to do it. And they'll use what people say as a justification for what they do, but I mean, they just need to search in the sand, they don't need actual support. They're gonna find support for their position no matter what, which is like a lot of people in this world, honestly. But I do think that these bans on Palestinian protests and stuff, especially in Berlin and stuff like that, is just so counterproductive and just so ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's also the same with, like, the climate protests in Britain, like their big law about, like, chaining yourself to it's just like, how can you like be like arguing for democracy when, like, you do that stuff? And more importantly, here's the thing. If you can't engage in a debate with someone who's a Nazi or who's a terrorist or who's anything, then your position must not be very righteous.